Millions of people are actually eligible to receive a stimulus check that they may have not received. The IRS has announced that some money will be sent out to people very soon. And according to the U.S. Department of Treasury, a report that was published showed that almost 645,000 people who were eligible for the third round of stimulus checks had not gotten their payments since mid of September. The American Rescue Plan authorized the federal government to send up to $1,400 for each person who qualified for this check. The money was technically an advance payment of a tax credit, the recovery pay credit, and that households can claim on their 2021 income tax return. The report states that the IRS had correctly issued payments to nearly 167 million people as of September 16, 2021, which is almost 99.5% of the total. But the Treasury identified around 644,000 people who had not gotten a payment within that time frame. That's bad news. The missing funds totaled around $1.6 billion, and an additional 294,000 people have been issued stimulus payments by the federal government, but the arrival of those checks was somehow delayed or the funds had not yet been accessed. The number of people affected who have gotten a payment as of mid-September is still unclear, folks. And so, President Biden said, the IRS is going to do some things for this. Is going to do some things on this. In response to a new report to the Commission of the IRS Wage and Investment Division told reporters delivering these payments was no small undertaking, and employees in various IRS offices collaborated to improve delivery of payments each of the 3 times that Congress passed stimulus legislation. So that by the third round of checks started going out the next day, providing immediate help to people across the country. Americans who didn't receive stimulus funds include many with eligible dependents. Some recipients of unemployment benefits should also have been eligible for a check after the IRS applied a new tax break. That tax break effectively reduced their income below the necessary threshold to get a stimulus check. But it's likely that many of these individuals have gotten their stimulus funds since the middle of September. For instance, there were almost 420,000 people who had not received a $1,400 check for an eligible dependent as of April 1st, 2021, which the IRS acknowledged was due to a programming error. But the agency fixed the error by April 22, and 9.5% were being considered for a payment as of September. The Treasury watchdog also recommended the IRS issue payments to qualifying recipients of unemployment benefits, but the IRS disagreed with that. Probably the most common worry is that you're going to need to pay back stimulus money because your income was too high. The stimulus checks all had income limits attached, and the IRS calculated how much to send based on your most recent tax returns at the time. There are some situations where a stimulus bill or overpayment may result in a larger tax bill. Now, they don't apply to most people, but it's good to know about them, just in case any of them apply to you. Now, parents of children were able to receive additional stimulus money through the child tax credit, and the IRS used info from 2020 tax returns to calculate how much to send parents. If anything changed in 2021, that will lower the credit amount that you qualify for, and you may have received an overpayment. Folks, you definitely want to find out more information about the fourth stimulus check, Social Security benefits, SSI, and SSDI.
Chair now recognizes the gentlelady from Ohio, Ms. Brown, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, access to affordable, high-quality internet is not a privilege in today's day and age. It is a necessity and a right. Yet, the sad truth is that too many families in my district and across America simply cannot afford it. In Cleveland, more than 30% of all households lack access to high-speed internet. That is why the bipartisan infrastructure law created the new Affordable Connectivity Program. The program provides a $30 per month internet discount to Americans whose household income is at or below twice the federal poverty level, or those enrolled in SNAP, Medicaid, supplemental security income, or a number of other programs, making them eligible for the Affordable Connectivity Program. Now, around 4 in 10 households qualify for this new discount. That's nearly 40% of American households. And just this week, President Biden announced a new partnership with 20 leading internet providers to offer $30 plans. Combined with this,
Brown, Ranking Member Toomey, and members of the committee, I'm pleased to speak with you today about the Financial Stability Oversight Council's 2021 annual report. The The report is a collaborative effort of the Council member agencies, and it's a vehicle for providing Congress and the public with the Council's collective assessments of potential risks to U.S. financial stability. Today, I will highlight a few topics in the report and provide an update on the Council's activities since the report's publication. First, the report discusses vulnerabilities in the non-bank financial sector, which were highlighted by the turmoil in financial markets in March 2020. While the Dodd-Frank Act reforms increased the resiliency of the U.S. financial system, the market turmoil in March 2020 demonstrated that the liquidity mismatch and use of leverage by some non-bank financial institutions can make them vulnerable to acute financial stresses, and these stresses can be transmitted and amplified to the broader financial system. The Council has taken steps to examine these risks, including reestablishing its hedge fund working group to develop an interagency risk monitoring system and to propose options to mitigate identified risks. And earlier this year, the Council issued a statement to express support for the Securities and Exchange Commission's efforts to reform money market funds and their work to consider potential reforms to open-end funds. The Council is also working to support improving the resilience of the Treasury market and is coordinating with the Interagency Working Group on Treasury market surveillance. Potential steps to be taken include improving data quality and availability, evaluating expanded central clearing, and enhancing trading venue transparency and oversight. The SEC has proposed certain reforms to enhance transparency and oversight over alternative trading systems that trade government securities. The SEC has also proposed updating the definition of a government securities dealer to include market participants that play an increasingly significant liquidity providing role in overall trading and market activity. Additionally, the Office of Financial Research is working to fill identified data gaps for uncleared bilateral repurchase agreements through a pilot data collection, which should improve visibility into a major source of financing for non-bank financial institutions in Treasury markets. Additionally, the Council is working to ensure that financial